Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Millennial Investments. Tim here again with another daily trade review. But as usual, before we get started, if you find any of this information beneficial in any kind of way, please be sure to show your support by liking and sharing the channel, as well as subscribing and hitting the notification bell to receive future notifications about trade reviews such as this one. In this trade review, we're actually going to be looking at RMO and what to expect in the future. Basically, RMO was weighed down very strongly, by what occurred with Tesla. After Tesla recently announced that 1.5 billion dollar investment in Bitcoin, Bitcoin shot up to $55,000 and it has currently since retraced back to those $45,000 levels, which weighed down on Tesla. And with Tesla coming down, it weighed down on the rest of the EV market. We've been discussing this very thoroughly in our coffee and stock sessions every day, and kind of watching the trades as we go through the week, and how that's affecting all of the EV plays that we're currently in. Now, good thing about that is it's offering more and more better buying opportunities, entries into these stocks at lower price points. So it's never a bad thing to see pullbacks like this. We do think that if we could separate Tesla from the rest of the groups, we would perform very well. But with it being a market leader and relying heavily on Bitcoin, we're going to have these issues moving forward. We actually alerted on RMO around the 1856 price levels, and as you can see, it's been burning us. But we have very strong confidence in the company and what it's providing. It's a commercial battery manufacturer currently focusing on waste management. Just did a partnership on focusing on waste management vehicles. If some of you are new to this stock and looking into research, but I want to take some time to do some technical analysis to kind of better determine what to expect moving forward for the stock. And before we get started, the first thing I always do is I focus on my levels of support, and I want to identify that by a previous level of resistance that the stock had price action and some resistance in trying to get above. That being the 1180. And as you can see, back in October, we had some strong resistance. It pulled back to the levels it was trading at before, around the 1042, until it finally rounded up in November and broke through those levels, and it became a level of support, allowing the stock to launch and continue moving forward. It found some resistance at the 2415 before it stopped and bounced back down. And I want to identify that level that it bounced back down to. And that is currently around the 1916 price levels, and it was close to these price levels where we actually found our entry into the stock. You can even bring it back down to the 1812s due to the fact that the price action actually retested those levels more than anything else. So just to give you a quick review on how we do our analysis, so you can understand where we're coming from in the future. But anyways, so yesterday we saw a strong pullback in the SPY due to Tesla now being a part of the SPY, and Tesla being weighed down by its Bitcoin investment, and Bitcoin dropping almost $10,000 over the past few days. So that weighed down very heavily, and it has been weighing down very heavily since Tesla hit the 860s, 870s area and has since retraced. It actually dropped to 620, and once it did that, you've seen a lot of these stocks break so many levels of support, such as RMO did, and it's currently hitting a very strong level of support, finding that support around the 1180 and bouncing off of that. As you see in today's trading session, Bitcoin's doing the same thing, Tesla's following, SPY is following that, and all the EV players are doing the same thing. If you were to compare all of these trades together, you would see the same trends in all of them to confirm that theory and thesis. So what we're saying with RMO is it's a very good buying opportunity between this 1180 to 1304 levels. But one thing to pay attention to is that 1304 level was previously a level of support, and typically what you see is stocks will break down below levels of support, and those levels will then become levels of resistance. So a good buying zone would be between the 1180 and the 1304, and then confirming the move back up. We actually have a price target of 2415 on this stock. Moving back up, we have to find support above the 1304 and continuing retesting those 1811 levels. So basically what we're saying is a good opportunity to buy the dip here, and then confirm the moves to the upside. We can look on the lower time frames, and basically see how it's reacting to that level. As you see, we are finding that support above it, and excuse me, it's actually the 1295 that I wanted to identify. So as long as we stay above the 12.95, we'll continue moving to the 18.11. And the trend is showing that we are recovering from yesterday's pullback, strong pullback. There was a lot of gap downs across the EV markets, and we're seeing them recover from those losses that it took. There's still those gap fills to fill with most of them, but they're showing strong resilience and strength back to the upside. So we expect that for RMO. We did this based off of investor sentiment on our community and the amount of people looking and researching this company. So that's what to expect moving forward with RMO. We think it's a great entry point. We got into it too early is all, and we made that mistake. We didn't see this coming with Tesla is why we got burned on it. And we're still confident that it's still going to retest those 18.11s and begin trading back in between this price range that you see it sits comfortably in, even though it broke out to the close to the $40 levels, at least $39. So we're not saying it's going back to $39. We're not saying it can't go back. We are expecting it to retest those 24.15s in the long term. And then this is going to be a long-term investment for us overall. Other than that, that's it for this. I just wanted to give a quick update on the stock and where it's going, what to expect, the key levels of support to pay attention to, the buy zone, and then our levels of resistance moving upwards to the upside, what to pay attention to and how it reacts to those price ranges moving forward. We could trend between the 13-18 price levels for a while before we break above that, based on momentum, based on catalysts regarding press releases that the company may come out with, any new partnerships, any new developments in the company, and so forth. Other than that, if you found this information beneficial, please be sure to show your support by sharing it with other investors and traders that might be interested in making an investment long term in the EV battery manufacturing realm. We will be doing a compilation of videos with our top 5 EV battery manufacturers moving forward. So look forward to that, and you can be notified by simply subscribing and hitting that notification bell on the channel to receive notifications as we release those. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave comments and feedback. Please be sure to leave your comments and feedback and your questions and feedback in the comments below. Other than that, I hope this information was beneficial to you in some form or fashion. I hope that this is a good entry for you and long term provide you with some great returns. Otherwise, have a great day. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and good luck trading ultimately. Go make some money. Thank you.